As we saw earlier, the Maya tree represents the structure of the calibrations, specifically the application of map 1 and map 2. Today, however, we are actually focusing on another set of information, which is the list of channels available for real-time visualization. The real-time visualization of these parameters is done through the use of layouts. Layouts are tools that allow us to create activities, windows, to which we can assign a name and define their structure, that is, the way they are represented: a single window, a vertical split, a horizontal split, or a multiple split. In each of these three internal windows, we can select different types of scalar visualizations. One type, a type of visualization, is the scope, where we can actually view, as a function of time, the trend of the quantities we select as waveforms on an oscilloscope. Another form of visualization is the scalar display, where instead we view the numerical value of the quantity being examined. Or as a final option, the possibility to display quantities in analog form, that is, with a needle gauge. Still using the layout function, we are also able to generate additional tabs, further visualization layouts, by adding more activities after the first one. In this case as well, we can select a different structure and thus we can add multiple types of displays in sequence. This will allow us at a later time to alternate between one view and another by switching from one tab to another. And by following this procedure, it is also possible to save the layout by giving it a name, which will allow us to recall it later using the drop-down menu on the status bar. In this case, we can return to an empty layout condition, or select the layout we just created, or one of the subsequent ones. Another feature of the layout function is that we can also rename the activity we just created, even after it has been made, by using the rename option. In this case, to keep things consistent with the previous ones, we add a name. Another type of visualization is represented by windows. This is also a layout tool and allows you to create a window that is completely detached from Maya and therefore independent both in terms of position and size, in which you can select the same types of representations inside it, such as scope, scalars, or analog. In this case, it is very useful when you have multiple screens available and want to take advantage of screen extensions to access more information. The option to select the layout from the drop-down menu is also provided through a setting in Maya's preferences, where you can actually associate a layout with each individual device and ensure that when Maya starts or rather when the device starts up, the associated layout automatically opens. In the general tab of the preferences, in fact, you can set what happens when Maya starts up, whether nothing happens, only the last device is loaded, the last device and the last maps are loaded, or even the device maps and layout are all loaded.